What's up, Aries? This is Allie, and this is your March predictions with me and Spirit. If you're someone who likes to jump right ahead to your reading, that timestamp will be in the description box below. Otherwise, I truly invite you to take a moment and center your energy to connect energetically in this reading together, so that you can get the most accurate messages that you need from Spirit, and also because it's just a great thing to do for yourself. So thank you, Spirit. Messages for Aries for March 2023. And what? Thank you. We have 10 of Cups. Very nice coming out first. With the 10 of Cups, I'm feeling, I mean, obviously it's a very positive card, you know. It's not only the wish fulfillment, it's like being in the midst of your wish fulfillment, you know. It's so much more than just having a wish fulfilled. It's living it and being in it. And with this, it feels very heart-centered, so home-centered. I do feel this, obviously, this very intense energy of transformation as this, you know, blue butterfly here in the center of the card. It gives me a feeling of something in your home life has changed. Something in your deep interpersonal relationships has transformed in a very positive way. And I feel like this is something you have put a lot of work and effort into. You know, this wasn't something that fell into your lap. This was a deep wish that you worked at to bring into existence with Spirit. It's definitely your home space. And so even if you don't share your home space with another individual, it could just be finding that sense of home within yourself. Okay, so we have two more here. We have the 9 of Cups. So you have the 9 and the 10 of Cups. And then we also have the Star, and it came out in the reversed position here. Again, I feel, and I got this in a reading recently, a different reading. Again, I feel this sense of you having almost an apprehensive feeling, an apprehensiveness about how good things are in your life right now. And they just told me that that's understandable given what you've gone through, okay? So, but that is something that's kind of holding you back from living in your fullest happiness, your fullest power. You've worked really hard for this. You've worked really hard for this sense of happiness, of peace. You know, a wish has been fulfilled for you, but it's not for not, how do I want to word this? So much of you was put into making this grow and helping this heal, that it's kind of intrinsically part of you. This happiness is meant for you, and yet I feel that there's something in your past. So this kind of feels like the shadow of like past disappointments, if I'm being honest. Past disappointments in your life are holding you back from really feeling like you're in your fullest power, like you can even step into this abundance, is what they just said. And I feel like this is actually more than just advice at this point from Spirit and from your guides. It's a necessary step that you have to take now. You have to look at these shadow aspects that you have, you know, kind of carried with you through experiences, through this life or other lifetimes. And I'm actually getting, what I'm getting from Spirit right now is that it's time to do that work, to look those shadows and those things that like we actively try to not look at. They're saying that now it is time, like for your growth as a human, for your growth as a soul, for you to fully be able to embrace your fullest happiness. You have to let go and make room. You have to let go of what's no longer good for you. Is it healthy for you to continue? I mean, this is just a question they're giving me for you to ask yourself. Is it healthy for you to continue believing because you can see the potential in someone? As an example, you know, you keep hanging on in a relationship because you can see their potential. You're so sure that if they could just see their potential, that they would step into the fullness of who they're meant to be, you know, into their greatness. And there's something to be said for the resilience and patience it takes to help see someone through to that place of knowing and healing. But there's also something to, I don't know why they're giving me such a, they just said beating a dead horse. So it's like, this is really odd. I don't know why they're giving it to me like this. It's like the horse used to run really well and you had all these dreams for the horse and all the things that this horse could accomplish, but then the horse died. So it's like you had all your hopes and wishes and you could see all this potential in this horse that you loved so dearly and you put so much time and energy and effort into. But then the horse dies or something, and you in your grief and your refusal to admit that this thing you put so much time and energy into has died, you keep beating a dead horse, hoping that it's gonna wake back up and you're gonna keep going the way you had dreamed, you had imagined. And they're putting a big asterisk by that I think you've been holding on too tightly to the dream of, oh, I see. So like the way you had envisioned things going, the way you had planned or mapped out in your mind. I feel like they're not necessarily asking for you to let go of this person, place, or thing. I do feel that they're asking for you to look at it in a different way, or to be open to receiving what this is that you have been putting so much effort and work into, if you're open to receiving it in a different way. It's very interesting what they're giving here. And they did give us 2 more cards. So the first one is the High Priestess in the reverse position. And the second one is the King of Wands reversed. So this is really interesting. You're in a very good place, or you're moving. I feel like you're pretty much already in a very good place. You're also moving into an even better place. When we say place, like, you know, I don't mean physical home, although that could be for some of you, but there's something that's keeping you from being able to feel really, truly happy about this. They're giving me the feeling of, oh, you know, and this is a rough one. Like, if you've ever had a Christmas, and this might be, you know, in your younger years, if you're someone whose family celebrated Christmas or a birthday or something where you're going to receive a gift, and you received so many nice gifts, but there was like one particular thing that you wanted, or you wanted to get this one thing in this very particular way, like you wanted someone to give you something in this way that you dreamed, you know, and it's kind of that crappy disappointment that you feel in that moment. Now, it's not, they're clarifying here. They're not saying that you are immature, you know, that you are coming from a place of ego. That's not it. It's more, they're trying to describe the feeling that you have that maybe you haven't been able to pinpoint exactly what that is. So I hope that makes sense. They're saying that they understand when you've put so much energy and thought, and there's so much of you in it, you know, it's not, there's so much of you in whatever this is. That's what they keep giving me. And so I think you're having a really hard time separating yourself from that. So whatever, it's like two different things. There's a bunch of good things going on, and there are things that you've manifested, but there's something holding you back from fully feeling like you can enjoy this. And so that's what I want to find out here for you, Aries. The High Priestess and the King of Wands reversed. Again, I'm almost getting the same feeling, like you have put too much of your, you've not, maybe too much isn't the right phrase, but you've put so much of yourself into this thing, and maybe things didn't end up exactly the way that you had hoped or planned. Maybe the final project just didn't look the way that you'd hoped it would. And I feel like that's keeping you from fully being able to step into, you know, this healing, this abundance, this King of Wands being a powerful creator, you know. The red is really standing out here to me. So again, so much passion, so much of yourself, and you're such a passionate person, has gone into this project. They are drawing me to this High Priestess card, so I hope you can see that okay. She's looking down, she's reading a book, there's candles around her, but she's also holding a key, and I believe there's like a little owl skeleton friend up there as well. I don't know, there we go. So you're not allowing yourself to rest, is what they're saying. So yeah, it's more of not being able to really enjoy the moment that you're in, to step back, to let your creation just be. So maybe you were collaborating with other people. It could be that there were other people involved that you didn't really have a say in whether they were involved in this project or not. So maybe like financial people, backers. So can we get a little more information, please, here, Spirit, on what is it that they need to release? Okay. So 3. We have 8 of Cups reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, the Emperor reversed. Wow. Okay. Oh man, so this is kind of a tough message, okay? I think you wanted to be the one, and whatever this was that you're creating. I think in a sense you're probably the mastermind behind it, and I think you really wanted to be like the one that pulled it all together, that made it happen. And in reality, it took a lot of different hands stirring the pot to get it done. Like, this is some serious shadow work, you know? This is like not, and I'm saying this because I want you to know, like, I know these feelings. I'm able to bring them through for you from Spirit because I've experienced things like this before. So I don't want you to feel any kind of shame or feel any bad way about it. They're simply trying to help you move out of a lower vibration into a higher one so you can enjoy your life to the fullest, okay? And so basically what they're saying is, if there's any resentment, any animosity, even if it's just towards yourself, like, I should have done this a little more, I should have stayed a few more hours here doing this, that it would have seemed like more me, like I put more of me into this. And what they're saying is, like, you've done it. You've done it. You did the thing. You have done the thing. It's already transformed. It's already, and that's the message. You've got to release your project. You've got to release your art, whatever it is. You've already released it because it's completed, is what they're saying. But you haven't released it from you yet. So it's like something I have to do when I put my art out there, and I'm just giving you this example because that's what they're giving me, is I really struggled with it in the beginning because I put so much of myself into it, so much work into it, and then it's like, well, now I'm just done, and I've just given it away, and people can think whatever they want or say whatever they want, and there's nothing left for me to do with it. And that's the point. The point is to share. The point is to connect. And that's what you've done. You've done that. And so any kind of feelings of like you not doing enough or being enough in this, they're just not true. And Spirit's wanting to let you know that you've done an amazing job. You have 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups here. And I just saw 21. You've done an amazing job, and they really want you to release yourself from any kind of burden, or, you know, you did it, you've created it. Enjoy this, enjoy the harvest here. Let's get you one final card. And they are saying that if you haven't, like, I feel like this is a very small group of people, but if this thing that you're working on and creating, if you're worried about it, don't be, basically. I mean, like this is the forecast here for you for March. Interesting. So you have 4 cards here. This is the forecast for March. So, you know, your completion may not have happened yet. Your 10 of Cups may not have happened yet, but essentially they're saying it's going to happen in March, and we want you to embrace it and enjoy every bit of this because you deserve it. You deserve it. All right, let's see what oracle messages they gave you here. We have vitality. No need to do because it's done. You've already done it. Patience. Look at that. And the final card is connection. Isn't that what we were just saying? That's the point. The point is connection. And because your brilliant mind was able to bring this into the awareness of others, other human beings that could collaborate and work with you on this amazing project, it not only took off, but it's thriving, it's blooming. You've put this into the world. What an amazing, beautiful thing. It is so hard for people to put their art out there. So whatever this looks like to you, congratulations to you. The first card of your reading is the last card of your reading. So 10 of Cups, that's what you have to look forward to. Embrace it, enjoy it. I hope you take excellent care of yourself. If this resonated, I would love to hear about your life and what's going on with you and what you've created. So please like, share, subscribe if you feel called to do so. And I hope you take excellent care of yourself. I'll see you soon.